Hello there. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Now, if you're watching, welcome. Today, we're going to be playing something a little different. Usually it's Fallout, some Grand Theft Auto, you know. But today, we're going to play House Flippers. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Anyways. So I've never played this before. I downloaded it because it was like $8, and I figured it'd be something stupid and fun to stream. So here we are. Whoever's watching, thank you for being here. Sorry you didn't have anything better to do. I don't know what this means. Oh, it's good script. Boom, first job. This music is fucking popping. Apparently you can mop countertops. I don't know. Physics this game are amazing. Oh, that's a flashlight. We're gonna switch this up a little bit because this game sucks so far. Takes forever to love. You book me for your birthday parties or holiday party events. If you need a singer or something, I don't know. Happy Saturday night. Let's get into some fucking ball. So, last time we were here, we went through Cottonwood Cove, met Kaiser, Caesar's Legion. And then got the Platinum Chip, went and activated the Securitron army under the weather outpost on Fortification Hill. Then went back, talked to Mr. House, and also we took Benny out to pasture. What up, Birdman? Hope you're doing well, man. Happy Sunday, I believe. It's Sunday out there right now. But yeah. Happy Sunday afternoon. It's Saturday evening here, but I appreciate it. But yeah, so last time we were playing, we got to see what Mr. House's grand plan was for the strip and how he wanted to take everybody and use the economy of the warring factions together to create a better New Vegas. So, let's see where we're at. Now, we're going to talk to Mr. House because we're doing a house playthrough. And we're going to see what goes on. What wants us to do next?
The next step is to add the Boomers' considerable firepower to my growing arsenal, or at the very least, ensure their neutrality. Use extreme caution when approaching the base. Their firepower is considerable.
What up, Apathy
Recently,
Miller? What up,
one
man?
of my roaming
Hope you're doing well,
Securitrons observed a man near the base, studying the pattern of its artillery fire. Maybe he's learned something.
Alright, so essentially what Mr. House wants me to do is go in and we're going to go find this group called the Boomers, like he just said. But They're basically a play on a real life location in Las Vegas, which is Nellis Air Force Base, and essentially they are from a vault that was around the wartime when the nukes hit and that they were in it, and then they escaped the vault and they went to Nellis Air Force Base, and now they're called the Boomers because they're surrounded with artillery weapons and all that good stuff. But the funny thing is, in real life, at Nellis Air Force Base here in Las Vegas, which is where I'm at, there's no artillery there. It's they purely like for jet maintenance and like they have like Raptors and F-35s, and then they do all the training out here for flying overseas combat missions because they fly into northern Nevada. But it's cool that they incorporated the base into it. But you know what? Enough of me talking about it. Let's go ahead and get the fuck into it. Also, I should have child locked the screen, so my bad if you hear the F word.
All the Vegas Strip has to.
So we need to prepare ourselves. I need to go get some stuff fixed. So what we'll do, let me straight out Benny's suit. We'll go get our equipment fixed up and then go get blown up because I don't think I'm going to be able to hit this in the first run. Floods have cleared, now waiting to drain away. Nice, man. Oh, yeah, I can turn that up. My bad. Is it me or the game that you need turned up? Because on my end it says I'm good, but I'll turn up the game.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting.
I think I know what the problem is, too. That should also
For you upstairs, so get a move on.
Excuse me, but are you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops? Oh, great.
Oh,
The
voice.
followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology.
Turn
How
your
he stays
hearing aid up,
alive.
he says.
Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows
How's that?
what's
Is that
going
better,
on.
Mowgli? It's hitting like
Well,
almost
except
right on
for
my
you.
end, man. Alright, so this lady right here, she's a part of the Followers of the Apocalypse. If you remember the scumbag named Benny in the checkered suit that we killed before for shooting us in the head in the beginning of the game, he ended up hooking up with her because, like I said before, they're a pretty smart group of people. They go and study technology, history, everything, right? And they are like modern-day anarchists in this game. They just want to spread knowledge and all that stuff. So anyways, when he tried to take over the strip, before we had to go and take him out because he tried taking us out, he ended up hooking up with this chick and slept with her to get her to fix this robot that would help him take over. But she'll explain that here in a second.
Right. We just want to find out what sort of technology Mr. House has used to stay alive for all these years. It could be of great benefit to the people we try to help, many of whom suffer from hard-to-diagnose illnesses. Really? Oh, I wasn't expecting you to agree so easily. That's great. Here, take this packet sniffer. It'll allow us to intercept data on Mr. House's network. You might have to manually remove the encryption from his data network, but hopefully you won't have too much trouble. Good luck.
So she asked me essentially to go bug his computer system network because Mr. House, the guy we were just talking to on the big screen, is a Walt Disney kind of character, like frozen in stasis kind of thing, you know what I mean? So, I'm not going to do that right now. And it actually was a part of an original part of this game before they cut it to where you were going to have to go around to like 4 different locations in the game, and you'd have to log into these secure terminals that logged into the Lucky 38's access to access the Lucky 38's network, and then you would be able to infiltrate it and then put that bug sniffer on there. And then, yeah. I'm not your baby daddy, and legally you can't prove it, so I'm not paying you shit, Steven Sard. What's up, man? Apathy says you get this game, you can only play it once. Yeah, if you have Xbox, which is what I'm playing this on currently, and you get Game Pass. All Bethesda games are now on Xbox Game Pass because Bethesda has been bought. Their parent company ZeniMax was bought out by Microsoft. So now, if you have Game Pass, you can get it for essentially free with the subscription, and you can get almost all the Fallout games, I believe, except for 3. For some reason, they did not put Fallout 3 on there, and I'm thinking that's because soon they're gonna have a remaster. But that's just speculation. Fast travel here. I don't feel like walking. But yeah, gonna get some shit fucking worked on. Get my equipment fixed because the next place we're gonna go is Nellis Air Force Base, and they're just gonna fucking blow me up every step I take. So kind of gotta play like dodge with them. And of course, I came in the wrong side of the map. Stupid Star, life's good, man. Back working full time, back at local, you know. Staying busy with that. Been doing a lot of international client fucking photos and stuff like that. And then the international brands, and been doing a lot of international stuff, man. Love this game, arguably their best game. If you mod it, gets even more amazing. Yeah, man, this game's my favorite out of all the Fallouts. And oh shit. Oh no, a thug. As you can tell, they really want to make this a first-person shooter with how good it connects. A roving trader hat? Boom, now saving me some money. But, Fallout 3 was Bethesda, maybe that, was why. So this was also owned by Bethesda, just they had the studio, different studio make it, which was Obsidian, which was a part of the team that made the original one. But I'll be honest with you, man, the only reason why I can see that Fallout 3 is not going to be on the Game Pass, because they're already talking about big things and they were waiting for the deal to go through to really do it. I'm pretty confident that what they're doing right now with now that Microsoft owns them is they're going to remaster Fallout 3 for the next gen system, because there's nothing that great coming out as it is on the next gens, you know, on the Xbox One X and all that shit. And so it's going to be an exclusive. But Bethesda owns all these games actually now, because you know they bought them out a while back. But with them being under Microsoft now, you have a good chance that you can get a remake or a remaster on a lot of these games. And also there's a lot of fucking talk going around, but there's always talk that this game, Fallout New Vegas, will be either sequeled or a spin-off will be done, or a remaster, because now that their ZeniMax is owned by, you know, Microsoft, so is Obsidian at this moment, which was the team that Bethesda put on this game. So there's a lot of speculation. Do I believe it? No, I don't think it's really going to happen on the Fallout New Vegas side of it, because it's kind of hard to top. This game is so good. The best thing that I think that they could do is remaster and then put everything in it that they took out of the original, since, like, you know, the consoles now, you know, have a lot more of a processing power, and they have a lot more they can do, you know, sitting at home instead of just, you know, being on PC. Because basically, like, what, the One X and a PS, what is it, 5 or whatever, is like almost a computer processing power now, if not. What was your favorite? Honestly, I hadn't made a storyline. I wish they did more than they did. Yeah, man. It was the first one that got me into it. It's funny because I bought Fallout 3, and
if you're looking for guns, talk to Mick.
And
Otherwise,
I wanted
I've got a nice selection of generals
to check it out right after I bought it, but I did it. I actually sat on it for a while.
I only. All right. Over the years, I've gradually perfected my craft.
Sorry, I'm gonna skip this because it's like, you know,
Hey, what do you say?
none of that stuff,
You game?
that big of a deal. But what I was gonna say is, they would expand on Three Dog. Yeah, they could have did like Adventures of Three Dog or something in DLC or something. But what I was saying was, like, I bought the game because I had a friend that bought it. Back then I was playing a lot of Oblivion, which is also a Bethesda game, but it's Elder Scrolls, you know what I mean? And I was playing a lot of that. My buddy's like, dude, check out Fallout 3, you'll like it. And I've always been a nuclear apocalypse kind of like fan of things, you know, and stuff like that. Like Terminator 2 is my favorite. Not really nuclear with that one, but apocalyptic. Anyways, I was like, you know what, I'll buy it. And I never played it. I let it sit around for like months. Like, I think it was like 6-7 months. And then one day I was sitting at home bored, and I was like, man, what the fuck am I gonna do today? And I was like, you know what, I haven't played that game yet. I put it in, and the intro took so long that I was like, man, screw this. I was like, I don't want to do it. Then a couple weeks later, I was like, you know what, give it a fair shake, put it in, and like haven't stopped playing it ever since. So yeah, this like
Thanks for stopping.
a lot of people, I think, if they don't give it a chance, they don't really realize how good these games can be, and that's what I did at first.
If you need guns, I'm your man. For general supplies and other services, see my partner Ralph. Sure, let's see what you've got.
All right, I need to fix that. And then I could sell this for some shit.
Have a look.
Alright, and what do I got right now? 9 mil? Sorry guys if I'm missing shit. But yeah. Anyways, while we're at it, why don't you guys tell me what you're vaping on? Sorry, I'm kinda zoning out right now. I'm trying to every time I ever do any trading in this game, it's very easy for me to accidentally sell shit or buy shit when I'm not paying attention.
Pleasure doing business with you.
But I'll go first. I'm vaping on my whatever. No one cares about the kits anymore, right? Anyways, Anarchist Pink Lemonade. It's fucking Lemonade's life. And then in my Salt Nick device, I'm actually doubling up on the Anarchist Anarchist Blue. 50 mgs. Alright. So now I'm going to change in my apparel around. I live near Bethesda Studios. They're decent guys at an open house. It was pretty cool. That is pretty fucking cool, man. I'm not a huge, like, I don't know, like, all the developers' names or nothing like that. But it would be cool to go check out the headquarters. I'm sure they had, like, some bitchin', like, display cases or something to stuff up. Birdman with the Anarchist Blue and Turkish Blend. Nice, man. We both got Anarchist Blue. Alright. This is going to take forever because in these old games you couldn't walk faster than like a mile an hour, if that. Steam Crave Light 1.5, Lost Vape, the Lima with an apple kiwi. Ooh, apple kiwi. I tried going for some dessert flavors lately. And I gotta tell you, man, there's not that many ones that I personally don't like. And I'm not saying that they're good, but like, I've tried like three or four the last couple weeks, and I always go back to the fruit flavors, man. Nothing hits as good, and the goat, you know, because I keep the goat with the goat heads, and the airflow on it's insane. But like with dessert flavors, it just does not compress enough. Obviously, I'm no mathematician, so I'm gonna use the wrong terminology with this shit. But yeah. They had a working Pip-Boy. That's bitchin'. I don't know if you saw it when Fallout 4 came out. They were doing it as a promo where you can get the Pip-Boy that goes across goes on your arm, you know, and it's just like a empty casing kind of thing, and you put like your iPhone in it or your Android, and you could use it for stuff. You know, obviously you couldn't, like, it wasn't nothing fancy, but you have the app on it. Excuse me. And you could access stuff in the game through your phone Pip-Boy, so you can mess with your inventory or equip weapons and stuff. But you'd have to sit there and wear it and then run that app. And then, like, well, I don't know about you, but me, like, don't get me wrong, if you're into this, I've seen people do it, get full-on cosplay to play video games, you know? Like, I have buddies, I was in the Army, that would, like, you know, put on their fucking Kevlars or the ACHs and their fucking IOTVs and their body armors and stuff and play Call of Duty. So, yeah, but, like, the point is like, I don't want to sit there with a fucking 8-pound Pip-Boy on my arm sweating while I'm sitting here, like, you know, getting sweaty playing video games. But it was a cool idea. If you're a really super big fanboy like that, coming from a guy that has a Vault Boy tattoo, you know, I think that's a little too much, but hey. Try Franken Atticus by high wattage. Franken Atticus is supposed to be pretty good. I've heard some good things. I've actually had it in my hand once. I had a buddy, Danny Castle, come over one day and we're shooting the shit, taking some pictures. I took a picture of the Franken Atticus. I didn't get to vape it though. David Moore, what's up, man? Hadron Iconic and some basic DIY stuff. Man, everybody's getting into DIY and I can understand why. But it'd be cool to hear what exactly that flavor is that you got, David, because I'm curious if it's fruit or if it's, you know, some dessertos. Alright, so the shack I'm going to right here, this is supposed to basically be the 15 freeway up here. It's not like this, obviously, in real life. You're gonna get a Vault Boy tattoo? Dude, it's like my favorite tattoo, and I got like that whole sleeve. Like, it's terrible. Hold on, let me turn it around. Whatever. Wow, I look like a fucking idiot. But yeah. Go over here, do some looty. Some booty looty. Find this guy's shack. Alright. So, like I was saying before, we're going to go up to these guys, this base, and we're going to try and get them to either be on Mr. House's side for the upcoming battle of Legion and NCR, or neutralize them, essentially. So I am doing a house playthrough. I usually play these games with good karma, so I'm not going to kill anyone, but you'll get to see what happens next. There's this random guy standing out here, right? Like, what the hell?
Whoa there, pal. You better slow down, or you'll get blown up like the rest of the idiots who thought they'd scavenge in Boomer territory. Now that I've got your attention, might you be interested in a little information? It'll cost you, but it's well worth the investment.
Turn up the game a little bit for you guys. Alright, so, like I said before, you can always use speech checks and stuff like that depending on your skills. Obviously, this one right here will come in handy because I don't want to pay them no money. But it's also aggressive, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta be aggressive. Be aggressive. That was a clap, sorry.
Whoa, simmer down. I'll tell you, I'm a gambler and a scavenger. I've made some cash from gambling and some cash from reclaiming goods that are no longer being used. Now, do you want my help or not? Oh, lordy, lordy. You haven't heard of the Boomers? What rock have you been living under? They're a bunch of artillery-slinging, grenade-lobbing odd jobs camping out in Nellis. Wander into their territory and you're as good as mincemeat.
Excuse me. So basically he's telling me, sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. I just hit my little stizzy pin. What up, Lethal Coils? Excuse me. Top quality production around here. Coronavirus. No. Anyways. So he's telling me, like, you can't get up there. They're gonna shoot me up, basically, with a bunch of artillery shells. I gotta figure out a way to get past that shit. So, you know what? Let's do it.
There is a way, and I'll tell you. For a little wager. Well, I know the secret to get past. If you give me the caps, I'll tell you. If you make it back alive, I'll double your money.
So basically, he's betting us that if we make it back, he'll double our money. But we gotta pay him this money, obviously, to get the bet. Because chances are we'll probably get blowed the up. So...
All right, I suppose I can cut you a deal, but not a cap lower. I gotta make a living here. Okay, here you go.
What the
that
fuck?
page has the details, but it's all in the timing as you move from building to building. I'll be here watching, so I'll know if you've made it to the gate or not. Remember, I'll pay double your wager if you make it back.
Totally hit the old lady that runs the Boomers. You are a gilf hunter, and if you don't know what gilf is, just think of MILF with a grandma. You nasty man, you dirty boy. Alright, so, I don't think I'm going to be able to make this, man. Let's see, how many stim packs do I got? Because I'm going to get blowed up. Blowed up. 2 stim packs. Alright, guys, I'm gonna save it right here because it's not gonna work. I usually will play a lot more in between this point of the game and, you know, get into where the boomers are. So I'm leveled up a little bit higher, and I can obviously take bigger hits, and I have a lot more
Legion's bringing in veterans from out in Arizona.
health packs, you know,
They
saved.
must be getting ready to attack.
It's not going to happen this time because, you know, we're just doing a straight house playthrough, not really too many side quests on this one. So let's fucking run it. I hope you guys enjoy. Ah. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. I'm already crippled. Trap man, what up? Good to see you, bro. You're just here to watch me get blown up on a 12-year-old, 10-year-old game. Just in time. Who does he think he is, Santa Claus? I'll know you've been good or bad. Yeah, man, that guy's a creep. He's watching me. Shit. I'm trying to figure out. I know that there is a way. I'm looking for a woman on the old tip. Come on, Grandma. I'll blow out your hip. Get the fuck out of here, Steve. I'll vape to that. Fucking ridiculous, man. Alright. So, like I said, I'm just probably gonna get blown up. So what I'm gonna do, or try to do, is go on this train trail. And it's not gonna work. Unless it works. So you can sneak around. Nope. 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 Grandma Boomer got me all kinds of effed up, man. She heard you talking about her like she was a hooker, dude. So now she's hella put me out of my misery.
They say those robots on the strip are running around with different faces or something. Don't ask. But
So this time, I'm gonna try and do it this way. Yeah, man, Kingdom Come for real, dude. I get blown up to like, granny. So, you can try to sneak around. I'm gonna try and do that. Because, even if I'm a higher level, what I usually do is I, just stim pack myself of just my health kits, you know, over and over again and just take all the hits. Nope. Nope, nope, they found me. Yep, I'm already dead. I just gotta make it to the fence. Woo! Grandma Boomer can take her teeth out. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm literally like right there. Oh, no. I was literally that close. Grandma Boomer, take her teeth out. Wouldn't she be a gummer then? Steven Sword says, if you haven't had a chick give you a gum job, you're letting life pass you by. I think that that chick that gave you that gum job, life has already passed her by. I'm just saying. Fuck, man. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Do I have... Where's Hydra? No, I want... I forgot what it's called. Turbo. I need turbo. I don't have... I have one turbo. It's not gonna work. Alright, well, we're gonna hotkey these stim packs. And you know what? We gotta run it. Because we gotta get in there. Oh, nope. 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 Oh! Oh my god! Oh, I fucking made it. What up, Matthew Welch? Good to see you, man. Guys, we made it. I need to play a soundbite for that one because that one was terrible. Alright, now let me heal myself. And then get talked to by these fucking fascists.
Hold it right
No, I'm
there.
kidding.
Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment?
Gotta roll, have fun with Grandma Boomer. Wait for 3 booms, then move. Hey, I made it without waiting for the 3 booms. But have a good night, Steven. It's good to see you, bro. Hope you have a great night. Grandma's blowing your balls through the braids, through your... Get out. Birdman, man. Alright. So, here we have some options to say. And you know, I'm gonna be a dick. No, I'm not gonna be a dick. I gotta get these guys on my side. Never mind. But I'll be like...
But I had you zeroed in the whole time. Nobody's that fast. Move a muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces. Then just stay where you are. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you.
Mother Pearl, that's right. Steven Star wants to give Mother Pearl a pearl necklace. Sexual Nintendo. Right there. That's what the definition of that word means.
I oversee the security of the Nellis homeland, from the coordination of its defense to the training and fitness of its population. I wasn't the one firing the howitzers. If you want to see how good I am at killing savages, I can show you. Or you can accept Mother Pearl's invitation. It's your choice.
Alright, let's go see Mother Pearl.
Follow close and mind your behavior.
But yeah, we made it through the artillery.
Welcome, child. Took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I've been waiting a good 5 years for an outsider to come along and visit.
So, like I said, these guys are isolated. They've been on this base for a long time. And they have this whole history thing. I'll let them tell you it, because like, they tell it better than I do. Because I paraphrase the paraphrasing, so...
Those howitzers of ours aren't just for entertainment, child. Explosive ordnance is what keeps the savages at a distance. Except you. There's something special about you, child, and it was the howitzers that gave you a chance to show it.
So now, what we can do is, like Mr. House said, he wants their assistance, whether we help them out and get it, you know, or we take out the leader, which would be this old lady right here that Birdman wants to give a pearl necklace to, and, you know, neutralize the leader. But, you know, I don't like to play those evil kind of playthroughs like that, you know? So let's go ahead and see what they can do to help them get on our side.
Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can get used to what it's like to have a outsider around and about. Should that go well, it may be you can help in big ways, too. We'll have to see.
So speech checks always come in clutch here.
You have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside world since I was barely a woman. Seclusion has kept us safe, but the world around us is changing. Neon lights in the distance, patrolling robots, soldiers. My youngers think our guns can keep out the world, but I think we need to let it in just a little,
Numb it for
or
now.
become its victim. You're that little bit of the world, child. Welcome to Nellis. You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming in problems. My youngers can tell you all about it. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. And Loyal and Jack might be looking for help with some repairs. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear the story of our people. All you have to do there is listen. Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you. But I hope you'll show my youngers that not every outsider needs to be blown up.
Hey.
Evening.
So essentially, you know, yeah, sorry, I'm eating, I couldn't resist. You know, I had some shed time, and I've got a big bag of the Butterfinger eggs, you know, because Easter's around the corner. You know, monetize, like, if you're religious, monetize your beliefs, you know. That's what they do there. Anyways, they're fucking delicious, though. Anyways, they're going to have us do some missions around the camp, you know, help them out. They got, like, different stuff going on. And then you can earn their trust kind of way, like that, you know, do it like an honorable way.
Hey.
To get them on your side. And get them to help you in an upcoming battle, because they do have artillery, and they're obviously pretty well matched enemies if they've been able to keep the outside world gone and away from the base as long as they have, with the tools that they have in a post-apocalyptic world. I need to set a timer real quick. I forgot to do something. So, like I was telling you before, they have, they can tell you the story of their people, and I think it's a pretty interesting story because the depth they put into the faction on here. So Loyal's house, workshop, and I believe this is the museum.
You're the outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that you'd be stopping by. You must be eager to hear the story of our people.
Tell me the story of your people.
Me? I'm Pete, keeper of the story. I know I seem kind of young. I was the apprentice keeper of the story until a couple months ago, but old keeper Don...
Yeah, Birdman, I should stop in there for a little bit. Have a good one, man.
Whiskey and
Thanks for
landmines
hanging
don't
out.
go together. So it's up to me. I bet you want to know everything about us. Wonderful. I'm sure you've noticed the mural on the wall of this hut. Shall I tell you what it all means? Excellent. Imagine you're the first outsider to ever hear our tale. Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the overseer wouldn't let us explode anything, not even a hand grenade. We left and wandered the wastes. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis.
Did you hear that? Their KD was 46. 46 was their KD. 46. I can barely get a .5 in, like, Call of Duty. I get it. It's a video game. It's all scripted. But in a post-apocalyptic world, these fucking vault-dwelling squares, man, they had a way better KD than me.
Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But, not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but anyways. Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know. Now that you know the story of our people, you must have all sorts of questions. Ask away.
So now we get to find out about where they're from.
So you know about the vaults? Yes, we lived in one of those. Ours was numbered 34. In our vault, everyone had guns, but the overseer wouldn't let you fire off any of the really fun ones. I guess all the little pops and bangs at the firing ranges just got boring after a while.
And so if you have certain skills up, obviously speech checks do different things. If I had a higher explosive skill, I'd be able to pass this one, and then I'd be able to get extra fame with them, which would make them more apt to be on my side. But as you can see, my explosive skill is very low compared to the threshold I need, so if I said it, I would just look stupid.
And at Nellis, we found it. We haven't detonated any atomic warheads since before I was born. But otherwise, it's do as you will. Anything else you want to know? Several automatic warheads detonate here 100 years ago, leaving the base highly radioactive. The savages of the waste, ignoramuses, all avoided Nellis by habit.
And see, like here, I have a science speech skill, so I can pass this speech check.
That's exactly right. You're very knowledgeable for a Sav, an outsider. Anything else you want to know?
So as you notice, he keeps trying to correct himself and calling me a savage, because they consider everyone outside their group savages, just people out there roaming the wastelands and stuff, and they want to fly around and blow stuff up. Kind of elitist, kind of dangerous, but they're the kind of people I guess you'd want on your side in the end of the world.
Nellis is a completely self-sufficient community. We draw water from Lake Mead, solar arrays provide power, and we grow our own crops. Thank you. Our self-sufficiency is a point of pride. Anything else you want to know?
So now, like I was saying before this part, what the fuck are howitzers doing at
You're
Air
right.
Force Base?
They weren't here when we discovered Nellis. We found the guns at a huge weapon depot called Area 2, many miles from here. It took many weeks to drag the guns and their ammunition back to Nellis, and it was the last time any of us set foot beyond our homeland.
So I'm assuming this isn't in a part of the official lore or anything, but when they say Area 2 in Nevada, there's a lot of secret military bases and a lot of other different kinds of bases where they store ammunition, missiles, and stuff like that. So I live in actually Las Vegas, which is the bottom part of Nevada, right where Nellis Air Force is. But up north, there's a lake. I can't remember exactly. I think it's Walker Lake, and it's a man-made lake. And there used to be rumors and conspiracy theories about back in the day in the 60s and 70s that's where they did submarine testing, but you couldn't get the submarine out of that lake if you wanted to, unless you took it apart, because it would be very obvious. It's right next to a freeway that goes up north. But also on the other side of that lake, there's a weapons depot where they store, and it looks like, so when you drive up to it, because we used to drive by it all the time, and they had a bunch of hills. There's just a bunch of hills that out in the distance. It's why? What's up with all these hills? They're all actually ammunition and artillery and bunkers, stuff like that, for all that stuff. So when they say the Area 2 in this game, I think they're referencing that, which I know I always harp on it, but I want to make sure they get the credit they deserve. The developers of not the developers, but the team, Obsidian, that put this game together under Bethesda at the time, took a lot of effort to make sure they included a lot of natural landmarks that are in there in real life in the areas. So it's kind of neat, that they keep it in the story.
Thank you so much. I'll be sure to pass that on. Anything else you want to know? Once we restore power, we learned that some elaborate chairs we've been sleeping in were actually virtual reality simulators. We believe they were used to train combat pilots. We used them extensively. I alone have shot down over 500 Chinese Zion 85 fighters. Before you ask, I'm afraid that...
So they said, they use the simulators, but David in the chat says, much population up north. So the biggest density is down here in Las Vegas, Clark County, But in between here and there, there's a few cities and towns that they have some pretty good dense people populations. Like Pahrump is like about 80 miles out of here. It is referenced in this game, but it makes no appearances in this game. And I lived out there for a couple years when I was younger, and it's getting pretty big. There's over a couple 100,000 people out there. And then up north in Reno is pretty large, small town city kind of thing. You know what I mean? Small city town. And there's a good amount of people up there. But mostly the density of the population is down in the south in Clark County. But there's, like I said, cities in between and stuff. But it's very scarce in between here and there, because most of them were old mining towns back in, like, you know, the old mining days, 1800s and shit like that, early 1900s. Silver was, we're officially called the Silver State because of the silver mines, and they all basically ran dry and people left. So there's like small towns like Virginia City that's in between here and there. There's and they're like a bunch of ghost towns, Rhyolite and all that stuff. So it's a lot of like desolate places, and honestly, I don't know how the people stay and live out there. Like towns like Pahrump thrive because a lot of people come from Vegas, work in Vegas and go back there, or you know, people from California and stuff like that are moving to the state and stuff, and then they also travel. And it's a lot of like more or less in the small towns, retired people, older people that just want to get away from everyone and want to be away from everyone.
That's beautiful. Yes, it's exactly like that. So free, so... words can't do it justice. Anything else you want to know? Loyal found a file somewhere on the base with magazine articles, photographs, a map even. It seems that a bomber, apparently the 29th of its kind, crashed in Lake Mead on July 21st, 1948. Just imagine, that's over 300 years ago. The photograph shows that it was basically intact, and the map tells us exactly where to find it. Except we haven't left Nellis in decades.
So it's kind of cool, too. This bomber that they're talking about, they want to pull it out of the lake. Spoiler alert. That's like your final mission for these guys. Anyways, crash B-29 bomber or whatever is actually in Lake Mead. So back in the day, they used to, like I said, the Air Force, they do a lot of test flights here and stuff like that. And they had a bomber that did crash down into Lake Mead, and it just stays down there. It's down there, like you can do scuba tours and shit like that. And there's an old town that's actually down there as well, because Hoover Dam wasn't built till like 1900 and something. I can't remember, like 1940s, I believe, 1930s. And I should know that. I've been there a million times. Anyways. And they built up the dam, and it flooded backwards, right? So it lifted the river, which was the Colorado River, into Lake Mead and all that. And so there's an actual town that's under the water. You can scuba dive and go see in Lake Mead. There's the old B-29 bomber or B whatever it is down there. And so it's cool. This is actually a reference to that.
It'll be spectacular, won't it? You should talk to Loyal. I bet you could help. I wish everyone were just as interested in our story as you are. Maybe I should act out the battles. Or learn how to throw my voice.
Trav, man, yeah, being all alone in the middle of nowhere doesn't sound that bad at all. And, like, maybe I'm just getting old, you know, and crotchety. But I've been saying to myself lately, man, if I could make the kind of money I do in a small town, I would totally go in a heartbeat, because fuck the city life. Las Vegas, like, right now is getting huge. And, man, there's just people everywhere.
Gosh, there's a lot of folks. Argyle's our doctor. He could use help tending to any injured we got. Over at the workshop, Loyal and Jack are always building something. The Loyal may not be too happy to see your kind running around Nellis. Bye.
So essentially, you know, it's going here, talking the story with them and all that stuff. They give you enough of the fame to be accepted around them. All the factions here run off of like a karma kind of system and a reputation system. So my reputation is accepted, which means they're more apt to help me. I can trade with them now and stuff like that and do more stuff for them. And an easy way to get some credit for them to, be get some brownie points with these guys is earlier in the game we stole a bunch of rockets for rocket fuel for that mission sending those ghouls into space. You can give that to like the little baby boomers, basically is what they're called, and as toys and stuff like that, and that gives you credit.
Hello. Roar! I'm a dinosaur.
But apparently I didn't have any of the dinosaurs on me right now.
Hey, do you have any toys outside of here? I sure could use something fun. Bye then.
I guess I don't have anything on me. So we're gonna fast travel real quick and do that. Because it gets us through this part of the game a little bit faster.
Hey there.
Welcome back.
So we're gonna snatch up a bunch of these, and we can use them as gifts for those little kids.
Welcome.
I really hope I don't get a copyright strike for the background music, because it's Frank Sinatra. I'm sure they'd find that. One second when I do this text. There. And just because I have OCD in games and I don't like leaving shit open, we're gonna close that.
Hey.
Alright, so it's nighttime. Let's wait a little bit and then give these toys away. Get some extra brownie points. Also, thank you for being here. Hope you guys are enjoying me mansplaining this game. It would have been cool if they would have gave my character some Heelys or a skateboard or something, you know? It takes so long to walk in this game. Ugh. Spitting at me. Alright. There's the kids. So we're gonna hook them up with some toys, get some brownie points.
Hello.
Except that one you have to do a mission for, and I don't want to do the mission, so we're gonna skip that one.
Hey, do you have any...
I won't let me give them the toys, I don't know why.
Roar! I'm a dinosaur.
Whoa. You're the outsider? What are you doing here?
Alright, I don't know what's going on.
Halt. You must pay the toll to pass.
Anyways, usually it lets you give them the toys and stuff like that for brownie points, but I guess not. So we'll go see what the other people want. I mean, I already know what it is, but... So you got this giant hangar that they stay in.
I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please. If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the two runways. Ha! If we had spare parts, do you think I'd be asking you to fix the damn things? That's rich. No, we ran out of spares a while back, and Jack and I have been doing our best to patch the arrays up as best we can. Sadly, we're at our wits' end. There have to be spare parts somewhere around the wasteland, but I just don't know where to direct you. You may have noticed we don't get out much. All right, what's on your mind? Bye.
So basically, they want me to repair their solar array so they have energy and power, but they don't know where to get any parts. And my character just got shot in the head like 10 minutes ago, and it's probably not an expert on solar arrays, so it's like, fuck, you gotta figure this out. But lucky for me, I've played this 10 million fucking times, so I know exactly where to go. But we're gonna go find the array first. And see what we can do. Also, this is one of the reasons why I have 40,000 hours in this game, because it takes forever to walk places.
Hello?
And maybe it's just because I'm a fanboy of this game, but I like these old crappy graphics, especially for the apocalyptic feel, you know what I mean? And they did a pretty good job of what the desert looks like out here. I mean, granted, like, it's super pixelated and not to scale of anything. Alright, cool. Alright, so we found the solar array. And so, to fix it, we'd have to have a 65 repair skill, which is definitely nowhere near what I have. Or solar array parts. So spare parts. Like, where the fuck would you find spare parts for solar dishes in a post-apocalyptic world, you might ask? Well, I know just the place. So we're gonna go to this place called Helios 1, and it's referenced off this real-life solar plant that's in between Nevada and in between the border of Nevada and California, where it's this giant tower that has all these little solar dishes reflecting light to it. So what it does is it moves around and chases the light around the circle of solar array panels, and that's how it draws its power. They included that in this game and called it Helios 1, and that's where we're about to go right now. Because that's probably going to be the best place for you to find parts for a broken satellite dish, right? Or solar array, excuse me. It is being occupied by the NCR as a military installation because, you know, in a wasteland, things that could generate power obviously would be, like, basically worthless, like, priceless, you know, being able to generate energy. So they took it over. They also fought the Brotherhood of Steel for it in the pre-game lore.
This is a restricted area. State your business.
And so since I have NCR reputation from earlier in the game helping out the faction a little bit, I can just use this speech check and skip, like, you know, trying to explain why I'm going to go into their secure installation and stuff like that. So we're going to do that and make it easier.
Your being here is a start, soldier. We aren't exactly overflowing with troopers here. But if you really want to help us, talk to the idiot with sunglasses in the back of the plant building. He's been trying to get this place running for months and hasn't made any forward progress.
Oh yeah, and I forgot about Fantastic. We get to meet Fantastic tonight. So Fantastic is what you'd call a theoretical scientist. We'll learn more. So I'm not going to get details of this. It's more of an NCR mission, so we're going to skip past that. And just go ahead straight to the back and continue on. But we will meet Fantastic. And he's just fantastic. That's his name. Like, you'll see why. So as you see, this place has been pretty beat up. It was a battle scene. Between the Brotherhood of Steel and the NCR at one point. Or battlefield, I guess you'd call it. Battle location. So, remember that idiot she said with the sunglasses in the back? That they have trying to get this place started up? Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you get to meet Mr. Fantastic.
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they? Damn right you're not. Goddamn right. Why would they? You can't top this guy. Just a little more time. You can't keep Fantastic down for long.
So, alright, let's find out what he does here.
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No Fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good.
So, he doesn't sound like a scientist, right? Like, kind of sounds like a scummy guy, right? Well, let's learn more.
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency, and I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, this place is in a lockdown state. It's got automated turrets. This guy is apparently a scientist, heavy air quotes. And they're trying to get power out of it, and they've already lost 2 guys to the turrets. So what's going on here? So, let's find out, how exactly did he get this job?
It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said, welcome aboard.
So yeah, this guy got this job as a scientist because they were going around trying to find scientists and, you know, physical, theoretical scientists or whatever. And he says he has a theoretical degree. And so basically he has no degree, and they just took him on because they're so desperate for someone that knows science. And this is how ass backwards it is in the post-apocalyptic world, to where people are so dumb to think that maybe this guy is a scientist. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? But yeah.
Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here. There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower. then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you? Well, hey, if you... It needs to go to the Strip and McCarran.
So basically, this is a mission for the NCR. I'm not gonna do it.
Here, you want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
But basically, they hired this guy, which is an idiot, and thinking that he might be a scientist. And the worst part is like when he just explained that you gotta make the two computers talk to the tower, he's actually absolutely right. So that just goes to show you, if you could be in the right place at the right time with the right idea, you know, you don't actually have to know it all, but you can look like a superstar. So yeah.
Hey, man.
So now we're gonna head on out back and get these goddamn solar array parts it's taking us forever to find. So you're gonna come out here, and this is like what I was telling you all about before. This is a real thing in the California desert, where it's a solar powered station where these things follow the sun and shoot it up at the tower, and that's how they harvest solar energy. And there's a big controversy about this thing because it doesn't put out radiation or nothing, and this is like real life, but the birds that fly near it, they die. They just die, and it's because the fact that they're reflecting the light and the heat and the UV rays at such an intensity for this thing to actually shoot the sunlight to come down, reflect off those to the tower, is so intense that it literally fries the birds instantly when they fly through it. Like, this is a real thing in real life. So it's like, a lot of people think it's inhumane and stuff like that, you know, but yeah, kind of crazy. But what we'll do here is walk around and look for a bunch of piles of junk. Sound like someone joined the party, but I guess not. So, where the fudge? There we go, there's one. And yeah, I just had fudge. I don't know. So we could salvage it and get the parts from it. You'll bring the mashed potatoes, Matthew Welch, for the bird. I wonder, like, obviously, like, you know, you can't, like, get a turkey to fly through there because, you know, turkeys can't fly like that. But I wonder if, like, instantly fried turkey would taste good. Maybe, like, that's something they could work into it, you know, like solar fried birds. And then, like, you know, they could justify it, you know, having it there. But I don't know if anyone wants to eat, like, desert pigeons. Like, you can eat desert doves, I guess. I used to go dove hunting when I was younger, so. But, yeah. I don't know. Fucking bring mashed potatoes, bro. Make sure it's extra gravy. So that's the, you know, the tower. You can go up in there, and this is that little area inside there. You talk about with the turrets and shit. Such stuff. Make sure we're not missing any. Oh, my dogs are playing in the other room, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is that sound? I keep hearing some weird-ass sound. I was like, it's not in the game. And I was like, I have been shed timing pretty hard today. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. My dogs are just playing. Anyway. So inside this gate is a part of that mission. You gotta go in here, like he was saying, to make the two computers talk to each other. There's a couple of guard dogs and stuff in there. So that's why you hear the combat music. But we're not messing with that today. And they can't get out the gate. Alright. I want to make sure I got all of them because I don't want to come back Turkey trebuchet. Dude, that's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Could you, okay, so then you gotta make it a sport now. It's like a new Fear Factor game. It's like a team sport. So you gotta have someone make the mashed potatoes while the other one trebuchets the turkey through the solar array, and you gotta catch it on the platter perfectly. You know, so it's like what is it called again when you decorate your fucking plates? I can't remember. And I watch a lot of Chop too. I can't even think. When you're plating or whatever, you know? And then that'll be the contest right there. Trebuchet turkey through the solar arrays to deep fry it. You gotta think it'd probably come out dry, right? Like a lot of turkey comes out dry as it is, but that's gotta come out extra dry. Just basically got like air blow dried with solar arrays. All right, I think I got all the spots. Let's fast travel back and find out. Now I'm just thinking of like what other foods you can shoot out of a trebuchet. Trebuchet? I can't talk. Alright, let's fix this shit. Boom. Fixed. Boom, fixed. I don't think I got enough parts. Boom, fixed. God damn it, there's one more over there I didn't get. What is my repair at? I knew I forgot one. 32? I need 76? Yeah, that's not gonna happen, Fam Bam. Well, I just said Fam Bam, someone shoot me in the face. You know what could be legit? It's like a mashed potato trebuchet when you're eating Thanksgiving dinner, and it's like, or like when you're playing video games, right? So I'm sitting here, and I got like these little Butterfinger eggs, you know? Put one of those in there, you know? I was like, oh shit, I want a Butterfinger egg. Push the button, and just get it real fast, you know? Look like a dog catching a treat. I don't think that's a very good idea, but it's an idea. Dogs are playing. Alright. Gotta get them to go away. There's like a whole ass living room and kitchen and dining room on the other side of the house. And then they always want to play in the hallway right in front of the store. In the office room. It's like they know.
Hello.
You say hello. I don't say shit. Launch blocks of Velveeta into a kiddie pool full of tortilla chips. Dude, that's the kind of content I want to see and be a part of. But could it be like a blow-up pool? We'd have to do like one of those pop-up pools like they have in like the East Coast, because like you can't put concrete in the ground, you know? And like have that thing that big. That way I could sit in it, and then you can heat it up like a hot tub full hot tub style. A hot tub full of Velveeta cheese, and it comes out of the jets, and then you just sit there and you dip. I mean, it'd be gross because your body's in it, but I gotta be honest with you. I like lick food off my own arms and shit all the time when I do that, so like, I mean, if it's your own. Like, why aren't people investing in this? That's a genius idea. And then you can also do like guacamole on something on the side, you know, some sour cream. Alright, we gotta find this fucking solar array. Always do that thing where I spin in a circle and I forget which way I already went. Where the hell is it? Alright. Combat music again because these dogs are gonna see me. Oh, guess not. Is it? No. Is it in the tent? Why is that guy running? A hot tub nacho party. When the beans start coming, it wasn't me. I don't know, man. I don't like beans on like my food. Period. I'm not a big bean guy. That's the only thing that I hate about like going out and eating at like authentic Mexican restaurants is all the meals they come with like, you know, a side of rice and a side of bean, like deep fried, refried, excuse me, beans, and they got the melted cheese on top, and that little part's all right. But to me, man, beans always taste like stale air, like no matter what. Except for like, what is it, kidney beans? Kidney beans taste like Washington State air, if that makes sense. I don't know if you've ever been to Washington State. I can't remember where exactly you're from. But yeah, like I was up in, what was that fucking, Joint Base Lewis McCord up there for some Army stuff. And the air there tasted like kidney beans taste. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah. And I can't find this goddamn satellite array. Like, where the hell is it? It has to be here. I am lost in a game I've played for the last 10 years. Right. Get higher ground, maybe see better. Oh, I think it's in there with the fucking dogs. That's right. I guess it's not in here with the dogs. What the fuck? I'm outside San Francisco, California. I lived in Portland, Oregon for 5 years. I imagine Portland air tastes the same. What up, Rex? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing good on this fine evening. I went to San Francisco once before, and it was I never went into like the main city. I did go where the trolley and stuff's at, and it was kind of cool. But I went with did a job. Sorry. Dog's barking. I was up there helping out on a job where they're retrofitting an old church for earthquakes, and I did get to see the part of the city. I get to ride the BART and all that shit, so that was kind of cool, I guess. But it's like $20 to ride a fucking subway one way, and I was like, dude, that's insane. Like, that's more than like most people make an hour in that city. That smell is black mold, trees, and perpetual dampness or taste. Yeah. I lived on the East Coast a little bit when I was younger, and oh, there it is, right around this fucking tent. In North and South Carolina, and it always tasted like the air always tasted and smelled like a wet cardboard box. Sorry about that. But yeah, the air always tasted like a fucking damp, wet cardboard box. God damn it. they're done barking. So now we can finally get this goddamn solar array fixed. Okay, where is that last one at? Boom. Solar array repaired. Only took 12 hours. So I was born in Las Vegas, born and raised out here for the most part until like, you know, hit like 14. Anyways, I like the dry air and I don't understand how people can live on the East Coast, man, with the dampness and the rain all the time. Or even that like North Pacific Northwest. I like dry air that hurts when the, you know, the sun's blowing on it and like, you know, there's a bunch of dust in it. That's how you know you're alive. Alright, where's this dude at? That's Jack. I want to talk to Jack.
Hello, outsider. Need something? An impressive piece of work. I'll keep that in mind if jobs come up in the future. Bye.
So boom, now the boomers like me, they're more apt to help me in the upcoming battle. But there's still more work to do.
So you're the outsider. Lived your whole life out there, huh? Wow. I always thought you savages probably spoke a different language. But I hear you sound like us. Me? I work with Loyal. Mostly electronics work and robotics. Keeping the old technologies alive, right? Loyal's a great man, but he's getting on in years. So a younger's gotta learn everything he knows. That'd be me. The man knows how to fix and build just about everything that was ever made. It's not easy keeping up with him. If you help him recover the lady, I figure... Oh, I figure it's been a nice day. Yeah, a real nice day. Did I say that? Sometimes I just say stupid things. Sorry about that. Pearl will tell you when the time comes. I should really be going.
So essentially, he just let the cat out of the bag about them trying to get the bomber up out of the Lake Mead of the lake and use it to fly. So, but like he said, they'll let me know more about it, blah, 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 when it comes down to time. So now we're gonna go see where we can do more help and get more credit with these guys. There is one part though where we gotta help their medics with their injured stuff, but I'm pretty confident that my skill levels on that are low, so I'm gonna try and save that for the last and hopefully level up in between then so I can boost them, you know? But now we'll go talk to this lady that was magic and blow us up.
Mother Pearl's instructions are clear. You can move freely around Nellis, and artillery spotters have orders not to fire on you. These are extraordinary privileges. Don't abuse them. Long story short, the power failed a few days ago because giant ants have tunneled into the generator room and set up a nest. I led a team down to exterminate them, but there were so many of them. We lost. 2 killed, 3 wounded. Personally, I think it's more than a savage can handle. But if you want to kill those ants and switch the power back on, feel free. Sure, anyone can. But there's more than a few down there. See for yourself. One other thing. The ants must be eating gunpowder from the munitions down there, or something. They exploded when hit by a flamethrower. One of us was using a laser pistol. Same thing. Bullets seem okay, just don't hit the artillery shells. Loyal's been working on some kind of weapon to use against them. Maybe you should check with him.
So essentially these ants dug in, fucked up the generators, and they're sending me on a death quest to go do it and help them out. And the ones I was talking about before, which was the medical one where you gotta help them with their wounded, was those 3 that were wounded in that. I think one like gets his leg chopped off, one is having like an allergic reaction, blah blah blah. But if we go talk to that old guy again, Loyal, he has a plan to use a sonic transmitter to kill the ants with, you know, frequency waves. And if our science skill is high enough, we can help him make that and make our job a lot easier. But I don't know where exactly he is. I think it's on this side.
Good work with those solar arrays.
The dog just tried to sit in your lap. Hopefully it wasn't a big dog.
I started building a sonic emitter that might do the trick,
100
but it's
pounds?
useless
Oh,
without
man.
knowing the exact frequency that would kill the ants.
So I know you're paying with that. I have a dog. Her name is Lily, and she's like a Staffordshire, like a lab mix. And she's only like 2 feet tall, but man, her whole body's like a pack of hot dogs, man. Like she looks like a whole ass pack of hot dogs. So and she weighs like 120 pounds. And so like our other dog, the first one we had, Daisy, she's a little Dutch Shepherd, but she was like a runt, so she's real tiny. She's like 40 pounds. She sits on my lap all the time because she did it when she was a puppy. The other one we rescued her, and she's a little bit older, and so she doesn't know the difference. And so she tries to crawl on my lap at the same time or in the car. And man, I'm talking about like a bulldozer. So I feel your pain. But it sucks even though you're on wheels, because I'm sure you slid across the floor. And so now we can use the sonic transmitter. My science skill is high enough to give them a suggestion that would help us kill the ants in one go instead of having to go and fight them all. Because if you remember the chick before, she said that they've been eating gunpowder, and if you blow them up, you know, like you shoot them with lasers or fire, they explode. And that's just something I don't want to deal with. So science skill is high enough. We're going to go ahead and run with that.
Hot damn, you're right. It's a matter of boosting across those thresholds, not exact amplitude. You're smarter than you look. Just so happens I was testing it at 24,000 hertz, so it should be good to go. Place it near their nest and cross your fingers. Signal's too high for people to hear, so no harm done. But it might make you feel sick to your stomach.
So now we got this little sonic emitter thing. We can set that up, and then it will take out all the ants in one go. That way we don't have to spend all our time down there fighting them all. And we're just going to fast travel through that. Solar array, because it's going to take about the same time anyways, but at least this time, you know, you don't just have to watch the character walk across nothing. Alright, so we're going to sneak, because we can sneak and run down real fast, take a couple licks, you know, that survive, and put this thing down. But I am going to put on some armor. Well, I guess it's a cowabunga it is. I think I came in the wrong door. Oh no, it's right up here. Let's go. Spoogity, give me that ammo. Alright, now we're just gonna run up to this fucker. And instead of fighting all these ants, turn that on. All the ants' heads explode. Now we go activate this switch, and it's done. And that makes it a lot easier than having to fight. I think there's like 15, 20 ants in here. And I'm not even that high of a level. I think I'm what? Level 10? So I didn't want to fight them all. And then boom. Chick sent us down here to die because she didn't like us, basically. And we got it all done in less than 2 minutes. And they lost like 2 people to this and 3 wounded. But we're the savages. Now we take this million-mile trek back over to her and talk to her and close out the mission. And I think that's what we'll end the stream. Because I gotta feed my dog, it's getting late. And then that'll also leave it to where I think I'm gonna come on again tomorrow and do this. And we'll do the mission where we get to draw the bomber out of the water and all that stuff, and it's pretty cool. And I think it's a great concept for a game that you don't really see ideas like that.
I see the power's back on. The ants are all dead? Maybe Pearl is right about you, because I don't know how you pulled that off. I'll tell Loyal to send someone down to clear out the eggs and repair the generators. Good work.
Boom. So the point was us to come here, get idolized by these people, or to take out their leader and leave them without one. We have done, I think, the positive karma side of it, and we helped them so that now they will support us in the upcoming battle. And I got the level up. So I'm going to take my medicine up quite a bit because there's those people I told you that were injured. Now I might be able to help them out a little bit better. Science is already pretty good, so I won't touch that. Guns, you can always use gun skill, so I'll bump that up a few. And then, let's see, repair. We could always use some more repair skills. So I'll go right outside of the bungalow where Grandma Pearl stays and do a save. Alright, there we go, Pearl's Barracks. So we'll go ahead and save the game. And yeah, there we go. Oops, wrong one. I would like to say thank you for hanging out. Tomorrow, I don't have a set time. I'll put up, on the YouTube channel notification, but we'll continue this tomorrow with the Boomer storyline and then move on with Mr. House. But other than that, thank you for dropping in. If any of you watched the replay, I appreciate that too. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. And, if anything, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. You as well, David Moyle. Thank you for hanging out. Matthew Welch, is good to see you if you're still here. Rex Vapes, Travman, Birdman, all you guys that hung out. But yeah, I appreciate you, and we'll see you tomorrow.